Rhodes University Business School, in partnership with Kagiso Trust, will host the Beyers Naudé Memorial Lecture on Wednesday. This event marks a significant opportunity to reflect on 30 years of South African democracy, engaging in meaningful discussions about the nation's progress and remaining challenges. Dr. Beyers Naudé was a founding member and patron of Kagiso Trust and a prominent anti-apartheid activist with an unwavering commitment to racial equality. Kagiso Trust CEO Dr. Mankodi Moitse joins us for more. A very good evening to you, Dr. Moitse. Thank you so much for your time. As we take stock of the country's 30 years of democracy and also reflect on the impact and role of Dr. Beyers Naudé, what will be some of the talking points as this memorial lecture takes place?
Yeah, good evening and thank you for having us. Look, we are excited once again as Kagiso Trust to keep the conversation going. We believe that the process of nation building is still relevant, it's important, and I think one of the key things that we should be taking out of these conversations, and in particular this lecture, is that there's still a lot of work to be done, and there's also an expectation and a role for all of us to participate in the South Africa that we want to see. So we are really interested that the journey that started actually around 2003 is still continuing with men and women of stature committed to the transformation and the changes in the country, lending their voice to help us to grapple with what needs to take place next, so that we don't forget those that still don't feel that this democracy has worked for them.
As we look and reflect on the kind of impact and legacy of Dr. Beyers Naudé, what will some of the reflection points be as we take a look at the current challenges that South Africa is facing and the transition that we've seen in the political space?
Look, I mean, Dr. Naudé was a remarkable human being. I mean, it's an honor as South Africans to really have had such a person being amongst us living in this country. I mean, there's so many qualities, but I think some of the greatest qualities is that he was never satisfied with his own privilege, and he would let go of his own benefits and privilege to identify with those people that do not have. And as we read a lot about how he conducted himself, never imposing, he really was asking himself questions, how can I help? And he really wanted to hear what are the people going through so that he can participate in the journey. I mean, he was quite clear that it's never concluded unless all of us are included in the benefits that we would like to see. And I think this is what we want to have in the country, that all of us participate in making the next person's life better. You know, urban, rural, suburb, township, it's quite important that we all look at each other and say, without the other person experiencing the benefits that others are experiencing, it cannot be the South Africa we want to see.
I understand that this year's lecture will, for the first time, be held at the Rhodes University and also coincides with the university's 120th anniversary. I mean, that in itself is rather significant.
We are really, really excited. We have a number of partnership with Rhodes University, and in this year, this will be our inaugural lecture with them. But we do have other programs that we partner with, which we are really excited as a university to have agreed to partner with Kagiso Trust. Yeah, we are really excited also that Mr. Peter Harris will be our speaker. And as you know, a renowned, distinguished lawyer, anti-apartheid advocacy that he has been running for many, many, many years. So we are really excited because, you know, I mean, Rhodes University is in a very important place of Mankanda. We all know the challenges of Mankanda, and we think that with the attitude of such an institution and the attitude of the business school, these are the universities that says, we are part of the community, and therefore when the community is struggling, we have to be part of the solution. So we're excited that they're partnering with us so that we can have this conversation, not only for the sake of Rhodes, but for the sake of the community within which Rhodes exists.
Yeah, and as we look to the challenges, I mean, we speak about how the country continues to navigate complex social issues. We're talking extortion as being some of the big and pressing challenges at the moment, the increase in crime. I mean, looking at Gauteng province, for instance, learning that it's increased significantly over 10 years, human trafficking taking place in Gauteng, the construction mafia. How are you hoping that these talks will help navigate and bring about some solutions for complexities such as those?
Look, I think you're raising an important point, and why it's important. While you are listing all these challenges, some of them are new challenges that we never had before. But these challenges are actually coming at the top of other challenges that we haven't finally resolved. We haven't resolved the issues of satisfactorily issues of electricity, of water, of housing, underperforming schools. So the list goes on. And I think what we are hoping to really come out with is that we should never stop thinking about solutions. We should allow ourselves to be as inclusive as possible, because somebody who you are excluding might be the person who's got the solution that we would like. So we are a firm believer as Kagiso Trust that collaboration, universities, communities, business people, with municipalities, for example, we know that we have IDPs that enjoins us to consult with communities. But as Kagiso Trust, we have another call that says, beyond consultation, let's do collaboration. Let's empower communities to collaborate as meaningful participants, because these solutions cannot be found in just a few people. And therefore, communities can play a big role in creating solutions we want to see. So I think the message is that challenges will keep coming, but I think we are up to the game if we act as a unit, if we act as inclusive, and if we act with everyone to say, let's work together for the solutions we want to have.
I understand that there's a theme that will form part of this event. Talk to us a little bit about that and its significance as we look at 30 years of democracy, looking at the big changes, the government of national unity, looking at equality and some of those aspects of society.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's quite interesting that we are at a point where we are recognizing that we need to work as a nation. This is about nation building. This is about all people from walks of life being regarded as equal participants in creating the solutions we would like to see. Lately, challenges are becoming more complex. We talk of environmental issues, we talk of droughts, we talk of a number of ills in the society. So we believe that as we talk about us together building the nation, taking accountability and responsibility of the nation we would like to see, that is a solution, we think, that will make sure that we all are included in the future that we would like to see. So we're excited that this topic is actually saying, come, let's build together. The university is saying it's not about us being the elite in a university. It's about saying the community of Mankanda, the community of South Africa, let's talk about how to create solutions together. So this is really about nation building. And we are excited that it feels like we're starting from scratch. And I think that's exactly where we should be starting, building the nation.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Kagiso Trust CEO, Dr. Mankodi Moitse, joining us there to talk a little bit about the Beyers Naudé lectures that will be taking place.